Hello everybody, Hunter here with some Final Fantasy XVI. This is currently the demo, but it is only chapter 1, so we could be playing the first 2 hours today, and then on the 22nd I'll continue the story when it actually fully releases. So let's jump in, set everything up. I'm guessing I can select subtitles to keep on, turn off vibration. You want it on performance mode, so frame rate. Okay. Visual alerts enable on-screen waveform that provides visual representation of No, we don't need that. That's for people with hearing disabilities. We've done that. Story focus. The beginning of the game equipped with several accessories. Okay. You must select gameplay mode. Okay. Okay, yeah. We are good with these settings. Let's jump in. So excited!
Moss the Chronicler, who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Starting off with Ifrit and Phoenix straight away. I'm Phoenix? What? Not seen a health bar yet, so this I don't think really matters, but I'm just still gonna do it. Oh my god. This is us, we are Clive. That must have been a memory. Link to the future. There we go. Hope everybody's enjoying this summer. It's been a lovely year.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind. Let's get this done.
Alright. Gonna see gameplay and actual moving around, not just cinematics hopefully. In the Final Fantasy games, the gameplay and cinematics are pretty much the same. Oh, look amazing! Come on, give me that music. So from the trailer, I thought we'd be starting off as younger Clive, but this is the beginning of the game, so I'm guessing the younger moments must be a flashback later on, from what we've seen of the trailers in the past, anyway.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
Okay. Gameplay starts off. Let's have a look.
Focus, Wyvern.
Touchpad. That doesn't do anything right now. Okay. You have a pause menu, main menu, system options, audio video accessibility. Okay. Not sure how it goes up. I gotta use it for the D-pad. Let's increase this all the way up. That's what we want. Controller audio off. Okay. Press options outside of the cutscene to open the menu. Gameplay configuration. Yeah, I just did that, mate. I really
Don't
did.
have time for this. All hell is about to break loose.
I'm just taking a stroll, dude.
Time to move.
So push it all the way down to run, gently move the thumbstick to walk. No double jump, just one jump.
Just in time.
Oh wow! We're watching from sidelines as a war goes on. Loving the music. It's modern mixed with classic.
These iron blood are more beast than man.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
So they lose it, right? Wonder when I'm allowed to bring up the inventory. Really beam on and see what the inventory menus look like. And the skill trees. Learning, trust strong.
Quickly! Move!
What do you mean you refuse?
Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Everybody looks
Come
beautiful.
now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
They're clearly going to go into more detail of all what's happening here later on. They got to, surely.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the
He's
field.
huge.
And when he does, our our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant.
You can see the Game of
We would be
Thrones
fools to underestimate
stuff
them.
in this already. It feels
What
so much
did
like
you
a
say?
story.
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves me.
Hopka!
The Ironblood will rule the day they set foot on Storm.
Definitely have a feeling we're going to be fighting this guy
This
later.
game is over.
Gonna be badass. Kind of reminding me right now of the Mountain from Game of Thrones. He's so huge, has a dominating presence. The woman over there, she kind of reminds me of the girl from Attack on Titan, the one that turns into a Titan.
You cock.
You cock.
Benedicta.
What a name. Hey, you don't normally see this in Final
Take
Fantasy.
care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
So that's all an act for her then. You can clearly see it. It is very Game of Thrones feely right now.
The front lines are
People
gone.
doing anything for power.
This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
And if I can customize his armor. Armor jump main menu, okay. Oh, you automatically climb up walls, that's useful. Didn't have to jump. Oh yeah, I got mantling in the game.
And quick and deadly.
As always. Take the van.
Van? You got vans in this game? No way. This is supposed to be like medieval time, right?
Wait. Something's not right.
That Titan? Yep, it's Titan.
Titan. So the Darmaks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
And it's Shiva.
Ha! And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
So beautiful. Wow. She looks confident. A quick time event to pop up, Ben, for me to push
You
button.
don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Okay.
She's right on top of us.
Go ahead.
Anytime, Wyvern. You just gonna stand there?
Surely they're going to be making a movie of this. He did. Ow.
Wyvern! Wyvern!
You're alive. You missed us.
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Just have a bit of whiplash from a rock falling next to us. Was it his brother? The trailers, his brother was a kid. I think his brother from like the wartime buddy.
Clive!
Ah, you people slimy doors. The background. So we are doing like a flashback sequence. Rosalith, the Grand Duchy of Vizier. Nice glove.
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way.
This must be the combat
Always
training.
looks
Makes
after me.
sense. They do it something like
Right.
this.
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Dog. Well, there's a wolf. Wooden sword.
2 arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
Finally get to see what the combat's like, eh? Been wanting to know what the controls are for years.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Attack the Lord Commander. Press square to perform a melee attack. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together.
Once more, please.
Ooh, the aerial combat's really nice.
Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the Phoenix burn within you.
Now let them burn without.
What dodges?
Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Channel your inner flame. Press triangle, so triangle's magic. So what? L1's locked on, right?
Keep them coming.
L1's locked on, I'm guessing R1 must be dodge.
You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged.
Wow.
Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
Wonder if there's a parry system in here as well.
On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
Yes, R1 to evade, okay. Evade an attack at the precise moment it is dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, making it susceptible to counter using square triangle. Okay.
Oh, to be so young and fleet of foot.
Nice.
Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you?
I don't think there is a parry system. You haven't mentioned anything about parrying yet.
You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me.
Wait, what?
Well, I'm waiting.
This is new. Close the gap. Okay. The blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Press circle to swiftly close. Okay, it's a dash.
Was it all our shields could move so swiftly? Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Well, that won't do at all.
Teaching me to heal now then. I see something up here sparkling there. Okay, consumables are on the D-pad. Up for potion, right for high potion. Consumables, okay, we can assign them. Potion, high potion. That's all I'm seeing in the inventory there.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test.
Yeah.
You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rossfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame...
Get to practice everything we just learned.
As you wish, my lord.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
Final lesson. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit landing attacks. Okay.
Go on. You're sure to beat it this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
What was that thing that popped up? Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing much damage. Okay. Use R2 and square. Finished him in the back. Right, so I gotta remember R1's dodge because I always press a circle to dodge and I was teleporting to it.
He won! See? I told you he could do it!
Aye.
He is like a prince, isn't he? So I wouldn't be surprised if this guy went easy on him.
Long enough.
That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me.
What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
Okay. It is gorgeous. I've not seen anything, any bugs, any drops in frames, anything slow rendering. Everything's is perfect.
Joshua, I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
Joshua's voice sounds an awful lot like Hugo's voice from
Father's back.
Big's Tale.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy.
Ah, this is Mother then.
Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you.
What a
Your
word.
Grace, we live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us. Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
Gonna learn all about his family awkwardness.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
Hey, got an actual sword now, not a wooden one. When's it gonna cut back to the battle with Shiva and Titan? I was so into that. Oh. Nice chocobo.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the bay to watch Clive spar.
Is that so?
Quiet, Toggle. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The wolf is just happy to see his daddy or ma.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed!
Google.
It's a butterfly.
Where do you think you're going? Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Okay, back to controlling Clive. First things first, I don't know if I can open up my inventory now so I can take off that accessory from me. One that made me dodge. Should you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instinct to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with a red icon.
Is trouble brewing?
Ah, here we go. The Attributes tab provides a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level, status, abilities, and gear. Okay, we're level 5. Can I change this? Sword or anything from here? No, that's attributes, items. Oh, 2 items. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the consumable stuff. One. A brazen seal received by all ducal shields upon completion of the accolade. Okay, it's like a key item. Where's my... Ah, here we go, here it is. Right, so when equipped, complex ability combinations. Okay, this is what I want to take off, so let's unequip that. Clive will automatically use a potion when his health HP falls below a certain point. Yeah. Any more items? Nope, just accessories. Okay, got the thing off I didn't want on.
I need to speak with Father.
You can collect all the things that's glowing now.
Alright, let's get this.
What did we find? A potion.
The Duchess calls for our heads.
Make sure all the crystals are accounted for.
Let's see if there's a way up there because of that thing I saw glowing earlier. Apple.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess. Pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. But I say to speak.
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please. Start. I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, It is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
Is that going to be like one of our allies in the future? he can be the cook of the group, I guess. He already handles food, so it makes sense. Kind of like what Ignis was in Final Fantasy 15.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
Oh, I thought it was.
I think someone's hungry.
Slave master. Dialogue option closed up, can't open. See what was up here, so it was worth getting. A high potion.
Fine display, my lord. Almost felt sorry for the Lord Commander.
Wheat harvest's down again, apparently.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it?
Yeah. Where are you? Just talk to me. Okay. Where are you, girl? There you are.
Clive?
Are you worried about the war?
The soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
Yeah, I see something glowing in the distance then. Head on over here. Yeah. Another potion. Though potions are all like that, look on the ground. I wonder if accessories and items got a different glow, otherwise you'd be running into everything.
Do you understand? The power of the Phoenix dwells within...
Some large gates and stiff levers require extra effort to operate. Use X to access them, then hold R2. Okay.
And Joshua alone.
Have a look around. Wow, your arms must be tired, dude. Just holding your swords up. Ogle waving. Okay, now they put him away. Yeah.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
Fire flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south, to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I'm sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillborn Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
Okay. I'm really liking the king right now.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
I think that throne he's sitting in is supposed to be like the Iron Throne in Game of Thrones that all the other like states are trying to get it. Hold the touchpad to access the active time law. Oh yeah, I heard about this in the trailer. Is you can hear about all like side characters, backgrounds, where they come from, or yeah, it's just like all lore stuff, all written text story. Anybody can pause this at any time. Retrieve. I don't know. Retire to your chambers. So I'm going up these stairs. Is there a way I can change my weapon under? There was like some pre-order bonuses, but I don't know if they're in this. Yeah, no. Must be when the full game releases. Yeah, oh yes, this accessories. Oh well. I want to see what that pre-order bonus sword looked like. I'm gonna go in other people's rooms. No. It's a big castle to explore.
No messages, my lord.
I saw anything glowing down here. Nope, nothing to collect. Okay. We slept through the day and I was...
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
She's up to something. She's gonna plan to kill this king, isn't she? And this control Joshua from the back, like whispering in his ear, telling him what to do. Just saying that because stuff like that happened in Game of Thrones. Very similar.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
She comes out here to talk to you and you want to go to bed.
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
He loves you, Clive. Cool, say something.
There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
I don't understand more about Clyde.
Sorry, Ambrosia. I won't be hunting today.
Oh, Chocobo's name is Ambrosia. I'm gonna remember that.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Hello.
Good luck.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His Grace departs! Open the gates!
Wagon? When do I send the wagon?
Lord Rosfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
These guys are going to die, you know.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
This must be leading up to the tutorial of having people in your party fighting alongside you.
To the marshes, then. And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
Okay, this is different. Make for Stillwind. There's more stuff on the map. The world map displays all locations indicated on the glowing pins currently available to Clive to fast travel. This Stillwind. Okay, I thought I was two markers as one. Can't really get a look at the map yet. This is the only bit we can look around. Ah. Leaving the castle and going to Stillwind. Or Asteria. Area? Definitely one of the best looking games ever. Detailing everything.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
What kind of goblins? Is it going to be like classic Final Fantasy goblins, or the little green guys, or is it going to be the giant ones? Lost in a fog. Support accessories such as Ring of Timely Strikes and the Ring of Time Focus can be changed and equipped. I've already done that. I've taken off all the cheese.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
And who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
I'll look around and see if I can see anything
It's hard to
sparkling.
believe that anyone used to live here.
The old village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
Ooh, we got 2 gil. Not enough to buy a single thing. I'll climb up to the butterflies then. I remember, L1's to lock on, R1's to dodge. I remember that. Sounds like Donald Duck. It's the classic Final Fantasy goblins. I love the faces. Details are awesome. They look like gremlins.
With me.
Use triangle after striking an opponent with square to conjure a magic explosion. That's okay.
Goblins. So the reports were true.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
You gotta figure out where to go on your own, kinda, then. There's no mini-map in the corner, no compass leading you where you're meant to go. It's cool. Definitely something over here. Strength tonic. Okay.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care, my lord.
There's more.
Okay.
Forevermore. Farewell.
That was cool. Get money. I think that's the way we're meant to go. Should we check what's in this house? Only one way in this house. Okay, let's check. Oh, it's over here. Ocean. No, we haven't found any weapons, accessories, clothing items, nothing like that yet. Okay, we're on max potions. A ladder there. Okay, let's climb the ladder. Let's ignore that building for now. There's goblins there, goblins there. Once I go down there, I can't come back, so it looks like I will be going inside this house first. There we go. Anything worth it? Strength tonic. Get maxed out on healing. And let's fight these goblins.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number are spells. And what a number. We'll all have our hands full here.
I thought I could jump for a second.
Could have been worse, no?
Okay, where to from here? I'm guessing up there. Okay, to here. Good thing. It's used on again, one straight back. Can't climb up there. Oh. You gotta hold it down. I just tapped it. There you go. Oh, there you go.
We should be nearing the old village square.
It might not be a nest of goblins.
What's going to happen? There's going to be a million of them, isn't it? Whoa, magic. They're a magic user here. They're all magic users, they all got wands, no, they got axes.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it.
I take out the magic user first. Something tells me he can heal the other goblins.
He's the leader. But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Really? Careful, people, we're on.
Care to thin the herd?
As if you have to ask.
And there was one.
Pulling back up. Oh, hello. Got a big boy on our hands.
Your feet, Sir Wade. Here it comes.
Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than the smaller counterparts and will often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Use the Blessing of the Phoenix to not only deal considerable damage to those enemies, but to break their wills. Breaking an enemy's will can stagger it. Okay.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another. You don't have to tell me twice.
Enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauge is reduced to 50%, creating a short opening in which combination attacks land easily. Usually reduce an enemy's will gauge will stagger extra damage is dealt. Okay. Whoa, tech's going.
Nice try. Let me attend to
Level up. 20 HP extra for leveling. Battle rewards fallen. Okay. Hard leather armlets. We got some armor. Hey, my party survived. Shocking. Oh yeah, this guy. He's gonna run away.
Come back and fight, you coward! After him, before he summons the rest.
Gear can significantly improve player attributes, but only when equipped via gear tab. Okay. Mastering existing abilities as well as learning new ones requires ability points. Let's see, where would gear be? Oh, here's the abilities. Ooh. Magic burst, magic, aerial attack, melee attack. Well, we're going to be using a lot of this, but I'm going to go into it right now. I've got 152 points. Looks like I need a minimum of 375. 300 for this. Right. We unlocked something hard ever on. Okay. Carry on.
There he is.
Phoenix shift on the dude. Oh, he's a clever. He's clever.
Damn it!
Can you just jump over him? Yeah. Why are you walking so slow? Get after him.
This ends now.
Oh, there's something in the water. Is it gonna eat the goblin?
What's in there?
Oh, classic Final Fantasy enemy right here.
Bloody hell! Warble. It's not south.
Keep clear of its roar, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
That reeks!
I said, stay away from its mouth!
Where's it going?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Whoa! When the screen flashes blue like this during a pivotal moment, the battle, press square before the time runs out to deliver a devastating blow.
Now! Before it recovers!
Almost done staggered again.
You won't be gone for long.
No backing up from there. When the screen flashes red like this during a pivotal moment in battle, press R1 before the time runs out.
Now for the final push, my lord!
Will rage.
I think we made it angry. I'd rather we made it die.
Come on, you almost got the maximum guns. There we go. Uppercut.
No match for you.
Oh wow, the fantasy change that up, I like it. Level up. Okay. Any items off this guy, I wonder? Nope, nothing.
My lord. Thanks. I never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbles too.
I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment.
This is fun, right? And this is just the beginning.
If we don't stop them
I
here,
can't
they'll
wait.
be at our
10
gates
days, that's what we
before
got.
long.
10 days and it's out.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
Yeah, I recommend anybody just give it a try. You know, it's a demo, just download it, it's free. See if it piques your interest. Only when you defeat an enemy, you don't like wither away. In Final Fantasy games, it's under stasis as a corpse. Okay, we did that. The main story quest I just read. But if I keep side quests as green, they did in previous Final Fantasies. Sometime later. Phoenix Gate.
Suddenly, thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming straight down a Mormor's gullet.
More tales! Drink and be merry, boys! There's work on the morrow.
Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself. The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
Aye, and one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Father? Why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? Doesn't seem fair.
We cannot live without the blessing of the crystals. And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be a dominant, to wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people. So that is what we must do.
Follow me, oil the rolling green meadows. Follow the flames that arise from the shadows. Hear the rosarian voices that ring. Fanned by the fire, birds life-giving wings. Go on the wind-born, o'er the great
King's gonna join in.
Louder, my friends! Louder!
I don't suppose I'll be missed.
Stirred by the fire, burst life-giving flames. Oh.
Poor Jill. She'll be wondering where you've got to. So much for you being a fine hound.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like. I hear you slew a Morble. All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoiled little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughing stock. The Archduke's firstborn failure. You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
My brother the Phoenix, ruler over life and death.
It isn't fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
Every man has his duty. Ours was decided long ago, when our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure that whenever our nation stood on a precipice, the Phoenix would rise from the flames to drag us back from the brink. The fate of Rosaria sits on the dominant's shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
I was born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what. However hard it gets. I'll never let you down.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always take care of me.
Before I can do that, you need to take care of yourself. Right?
I should go inside. It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
Something's going down, they're playing interesting music.
Supplies from the capital.
You didn't even check inside.
You took your time sampling the wares, were you?
It's a good job the North is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
I had a feeling.
For the boys on duty, eh?
What in the...
Ambush in the fortress are dead, and I.
Gateway secured, Captain.
We proceed as planned.
Don't know where it is. Sleeping for everybody going, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh wow. So, are we gonna be Joshua now? Is this why we focused on him?
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle. I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
I am Joshua.
Follow me, Your
and
Highness.
Got a sword. That's going to be interesting. A little kid fighting. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Wonder what his abilities are.
Are the enemy already inside the castle?
I'm afraid so, Your Highness. We must hurry.
Just looking around, any items? Tell me being obsessed with loot.
What was that?
I have to help them. Everything's on fire.
Fall back, Your Highness! He's not one of us!
No. I must do
Oh,
my
damn!
duty. Is it Clive?
He is powerful.
I saw them at the feast. They were laughing.
This is Sabra Quagab. But why would the Empire...
We must find my father.
That's insane. Circle, Kuraga, square attack. I want to evade. He can cure himself. He doesn't need no items.
Careful, Your Highness. Take it. Damn it! The bastards are everywhere.
Why would the Empire do this? They're our allies.
Down or up? Down or up? I'm guessing down, but we're gonna get there. Door right here.
I am the dominant.
Not gonna whole lot of gil, like one gil. It's not a lot.
Tyler! Damn it! His wounds are deep.
I can save him.
Your Highness,
Don't worry. You're going to be all right.
I'll hold them off.
I think the one that he's saving right now is the old guy that was with Clive at the beginning of the game. When he started walking for the first time.
Clive!
Joshua, come here. Tyler, you're hurt.
I'll survive. Thanks to His Highness.
Your Grace! Lord Murdoch!
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
I'm in your debt, soldier.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We cannot stay here. We should make straight for the rear gate.
Ow.
Omia lost Alan, Tuisam Gelif. May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables. Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield, remember?
I remember, which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate. Now go.
I will do my duty. You must do your duty too.
I know.
You have to keep Father safe. I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Getting ready to fight. Okay. Before going in, let's take off one of these accessories. Let's see. Here's... What did this actually do when I kept on? When equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed soon. Take that off. I don't remove it. Unequip. Healing, evasion, must focus. Do when equipped times. No, we don't need any of that stuff on. We're not going to learn to be better at the game by keeping all that stuff on, right? Let's make the game harder.
Dead.
Oh, items everywhere.
Damn it all.
Two doorways on the side and the main one in the middle, and you know which one we gotta go through. I'm pretty sure they're already dead, but they're still continuing to stab him.
Captain!
They got a magic user, a warrior type.
Take them.
Okay.
Let none escape.
As you command.
You take care of that spellcaster. I'll keep the others occupied. That's them done. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about.
Oh.
We should head back.
What's happening? Is this a dragoon?
Clive, look out!
May I have this dance?
He's an Imperial dragoon.
And you are the shield who was blessed by the Phoenix. Not that it will save you.
Blocking that. That's good. Ah, still trying to time out.
He's open! Now, Clive! Have at it!
You're going to regret that, boy.
Wow, you baited me. Ooh, didn't touch that one.
Glory to San Reg.
That's fun. The human enemies, wow. Oh, we didn't get no weapons from defeating him.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
So,
It is a
they
dragoon.
sent in the dragoons. Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Not yet. Their numbers were too few. They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads. Our work is done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look. We issued these sashes but yesterday. In Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
We must
steed?
hurry. Take your steed.
What is that?
No clue. No idea. I'm sure I figure out what that means later.
Uncle, you're all right. Thank goodness.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Rosalith to rally our forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the capital. On you get, Joshua.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
Oh, yo!
You honorless snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua! Run!
Oh!
You must do your duty too.
Turn Super Saiyan. Wow. I went blind for a second, wow.
The Phoenix! Joshua! Lord Murdoch! His Highness! Ah! Joshua! Stop this! He's lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him. No, my lord. Fall back. Clive!
Chocobo saved him. Oh. God. So much violence. Oh, Chocobo. Ambrosia.
Thank you, girl. You saved my life. Get her on her feet and run. Please. Joshua, are you in pain? Ah! Not now. Come on! You're his shield. Do your duty. Ah! Save him.
My lord?
Okay. Well, there's Ifrit.
A second icon of fire. That's impossible.
Who are you?
That's where the start of the game was. Onion the Phoenix. Follow commands are available on Planet Phoenix. I want to evade triangle to fire. Okay. Does fire really do much damage per? Ah! gone. Oh, there you are. Fighting your brother, do it. Hellfire, is he? No, that's not Hellfire. Damnation. He was going to do Hellfire. Wow. It is. God damn. That was amazing. It was like watching a movie, but I had to push buttons along with it. Oh, this is the quality of games you expect for the PS5. It's amazing. Everything's gone dark.
Toggle?
No! Stop it! Take your hands off my brother!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
You just rip his head off.
Please! Please! Stop it!
Oh! Just kill his brother.
Murderer. I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
Damn! I wasn't expecting that. I was clearly expecting one of them to knock sense to the other. Damn!
Please!
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped. Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
She ordered all this, I guarantee.
Haven't you done enough, Captain? Joshua was my world, and now he is gone. I can only pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
I see. Your Grace, over here. The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him. Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line. All in its right
Yeah,
place.
she definitely ordered the attack on the king and Joshua. Wow.
Take this one.
So dark.
Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
Joshua.
Oh, that was the intro. 2 hours of gameplay. It was just the intro. Thank you for playing. Yeah, so your save data from that bit of story will get carried over to the full game. You've completed the Final Fantasy demo, but there's still much more to tell. If you would like to learn more of the Clive and the Dominance, please consider purchasing the main game. Playthrough data saved. There you go. So once you start a new game, you can carry on your save data from this. Nice. Just make that save data. I can load that up then on the 22nd. Beautiful. I've already ordered it, dude. Iconic challenge. The iconic challenge has been unlocked and is now available from the title screen. In this special mode set later in the game, Clive has been equipped with feats and abilities of 3 unique icons: the Phoenix, Garuda and Titan, to allow you to get a better feel of Final Fantasy XVI's exciting battle system. So it is basically getting used to what you can do later on in the game. It's the iconic challenge. We'll do that in another video, so yeah. Bye everybody, thanks for dropping in, hope you enjoyed. This is free to download, so by all means, got a PS5, download it. definitely worth playing. I loved it, and I already want to play it again. Yeah, bye all, take care, see you in the next one. Bye!